From a league that not that long ago struggled to get any viewers, to a phenomenon that's now drawing in millions, let's talk about the shocking comments the WNBA boss just made about the Caitlin Clark effect. The numbers are staggering. Caitlin Clark's WNBA debut on May 14th drew 2.1 million viewers across platforms, making it the most-watched WNBA game in 23 years. This was just the beginning. Games featuring Clark and her rival Angel Reese have consistently set new viewership records. Their matchup between the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky averaged 2.3 million viewers, and it's safe to say the WNBA has never seen anything like it. The increased viewership has translated into higher ad revenue for networks as well. According to advertising analytics, WNBA regular season games generated an estimated $12.4 million in television ad revenue in June, which is a big increase from the same period last year and nearly doubling the revenue from 2022. This surge in ad revenue is a direct result of Clark's games drawing massive audiences. For example, Fever games account for over a third of the ad revenue and nearly half of the advertising impressions, despite Indiana playing in only a fraction of the total national games. The WNBA has also seen a 21% increase in yearly viewership in 2023, marking its largest audience in over 2 decades. Attendance has also reached a 13-year peak, with multiple teams averaging over 10,000 fans per game. The draft, which featured Clark as the first overall pick, drew a record 2.4 million viewers, more than 4 times the previous record set in 2004. So if you were in charge, it's safe to say that these numbers indicate a league that is not only on the rise, but is strapped to a rocket blasting off, with Clark serving as the rocket. The Caitlin Clark effect extends beyond just viewership and revenue. It has shifted the public perception of the WNBA. Once overlooked, the league is now gaining serious attention and respect. The excitement around Clark and other rookie stars like Angel Reese and Cameron Brink has made the WNBA a legitimate and exciting part of women's sports. For the first time in WNBA history, 3 teams, the Las Vegas Aces, Dallas Wings, and Atlanta Dream, announced season ticket sellouts. The league has also seen a wider demographic audience than before, with a 96% increase in Hispanic viewers and a 67% spike in Black viewers. These numbers are telling us that the WNBA is not only growing in popularity, but also becoming more inclusive and diverse. Clark's appeal transcends traditional basketball fans, drawing in new audiences who are captivated by her unique playing style and charisma. The Caitlin Clark effect is not just about her on-court performances, but also about her marketability and the impact she has on the league's revenue and sponsorships. The presence of Caitlin Clark has transformed the WNBA into a more lucrative and attractive market for advertisers and sponsors, meaning the WNBA boss, Cathy Engelbert, should be laughing all the way to the bank. This surge in ad revenue is largely attributed to Clark's games, which account for just over a third of the ad revenue and nearly half of the impressions. Advertisements during Fever games generate more than double the level of engagement compared to other games, as measured by visits to advertisers' websites and searches related to their products. Clark's name is now synonymous with women's basketball, and anything associated with her tends to do exceptionally well. For example, when she partnered with Wilson for limited edition basketballs, they literally flew off the shelf and sold out in minutes. This kind of market power is unprecedented in the WNBA and has opened up new avenues for revenue generation that have never been seen before. One of the big talking points Cathy Engelbert brought up was the money made for some of these players. Did you know Caitlin Clark's salary and compensation from her WNBA contract is $70,000 per year, which some say is way undervalued, considering that Clark is single-handedly driving up viewership, attendance, and revenue, yet she is paid a fraction of what she is worth to the league. This has sparked debates about fair compensation for WNBA players, especially those who are as instrumental to the league's growth as Clark. Caitlin obviously makes money outside of her WNBA contract, like when she signed the biggest WNBA player deal in history with Nike. But Clark's impact is not just about her own salary, it's also about the overall financial health of the league. The new media rights deal, worth over $2 billion, is a direct result of the increased viewership and revenue generated by players like Clark. The increased revenue from media rights will have a snowball effect, benefiting both players and teams. Free agents will likely receive better deals, and high-caliber rookies like Clark and Angel Reese won't start their careers earning less than $100,000 a year. Teams will also have more funds to improve facilities, which will benefit both players and fans. This financial boost is a direct consequence of Clark's popularity and the Caitlin Clark effect, making her a pivotal figure in the WNBA's financial future. But it doesn't seem like old Kathy is all that interested. Engelbert is more concerned and interested in the significance of the rivalry between Clark and Reese, drawing parallels with the iconic rivalry between Larry Bird and Magic Johnson in 1979. She noted that the rivalry between Clark and Reese has brought a similar level of excitement and attention to the WNBA, highlighting the cultural and social impact these players are having. According to Engelbert, the WNBA now sits at the intersection of culture, sports, fashion, and music, making its players cultural icons. This intersection has led to increased attention and a reduction in apathy towards the league, where she said, "Everybody cares," highlighting the fact that the rivalry has made the WNBA more relevant than ever before, and of course more money. But would this same amount of growth, impact, and money have been made if you put Reese against another player? No, of course not. It's only had this growth because of Clark. They say it takes two to tango, but in this case, Clark could dance alone, and everyone would still watch. Engelbert acknowledged the challenges that come with this increased attention, but yet refused to give Clark her flowers and praise. Instead, she played the diplomatic card and mentioned that the fan rivalry between Clark and Reese has sometimes taken a darker turn, with issues of race and personal attacks being introduced into the conversation. But of course, still emphasized the importance of rivalry in sports, stating that it is what makes games compelling and draws viewers in. The commissioner's message is clear. While the rivalry between Clark and Reese is significant, it is part of a larger narrative of growth and recognition for the WNBA. Engelbert's approach is to balance the need for healthy competition with the need to maintain a respectful and inclusive environment for all players. Her advice to players is straightforward. Ignore negative comments on social media and focus on the positive aspects of their impact. Well, yeah, otherwise they aren't going to make you any money, are they? Engelbert's vision for the league is one of continued growth and recognition. She sees the rivalry between Clark and Reese as a catalyst for this growth. By embracing the cultural significance of these players and their rivalry, the WNBA is positioning itself for long-term success and increased relevance in the sports landscape. Sure, there is the impact of Caitlin Clark on the WNBA, not just around the profits, but around the culture with a shift she's helping to create. She has become an icon and role model for young girls drawn to basketball, inspiring a new generation of players and fans. As the league continues to grow, Clark's presence ensures that the WNBA remains in the spotlight, attracting more fans and generating more revenue than ever before. With her talent and marketability, Clark is redefining what it means to be a star in the WNBA, and her influence will likely be felt for years to come. But will she ever get her flowers from the WNBA boss? Or will she continue to just be drained for growth, attention, and profits? Caitlin Clark's marketability and the Caitlin Clark effect are transforming the WNBA into a more financially stable and attractive league. Her presence is not just about personal accolades, but about elevating the entire league, making women's basketball more visible and respected. As the WNBA continues to grow, Clark remains at the forefront, driving the league towards new heights and setting the stage for a brighter future.